Ron was making fun of Fez and his money spending habits, how he doesn't spend a lot of money, and yet he makes a lot of money. And then Ron asked me how much I thought Fez made and said, write it down on a piece of paper. So I did.
I like to see the check instead of having the bank see it.
Why? You don't spend money, Fez. You don't spend money.
Why
don't I announce to everybody how much money you
get?
No,
do not announce how much I make.
Can you just give us the first digit? The first digit.
No, don't.
Please.
It's really annoying.
You can give out the last digit.
What if we
0?
Can we have one guess for the first digit? One guess.
No.
You write it down. Write it down what you think it is.
No, wait.
He's having trouble with his numbers.
Lower? Holy shit.
Let's quit talking about that.
Rockefeller over there.
Question from Charles is, do you remember what that number was? I actually do. I wrote down $150,000. That was the number. And Ronnie B pulled a card sharks, ladies and gentlemen. Higher, 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 like Sabu. Oh, rest in peace, ECW great Sabu. But also higher. We could either do a Sabu higher reference or a card sharks reference. Either way, the point being, it was north of $150,000. My favorite thing you would do is needle Earl with what would be brought up between Scott Muni and how Earl may have contributed to Scotzo's death. Scott Muni, the legendary WNEW DJ. And that I also brought up that Earl neglected Fez. I can see that, though. He says, other than his grandmother, what was your favorite thing to do to get Earl riled up? Oh, that's easy. Pointing out his food habits, his eating habits, on and off the air. I never saw a man eat a Milky Way candy bar with 2 hands like he was a rabbit. It was... And so I would point to Ron. Look at him eat his Milky Way bar. And then he'd just go like this. What? I'm eating a Milky Way. What? What? I know. I'm like, yeah, but you're eating with 2 hands like you're a squirrel or something. Like you're some kind of little mouse with cheese. It's a candy bar. You can't hold it in one hand? Come on, man. Saltines. He used to bring in saltines. The guy would have boxes and boxes of saltines. He could spare a sleeve. I bought a little jar of peanut butter. I took a sleeve of saltines if I got hungry and do a little thing of that. You know how many sleeves? He would buy 6 boxes of these saltines. That's like 50 sleeves of saltines. I'm taking one. But they're, come on, man. Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad. Those are my saltines. Pointing out when we went to a Washington, D.C. steakhouse and Earl ordered spaghetti with a side of hash browns. What? That is true blue serial killing behavior. No one gets spaghetti and a side of potatoes with it. Who are you, Captain Starch? The new Marvel superhero? Golly. Got like a little potato on your costume? It's too much starch, dog. I don't use that much starch on my collared shirts to get them looking nice in the morning. Come on, baby. So that would be it. But especially off the air. Oh, and the ginger ale. Pointing out that his ginger ale would have nothing in it. Especially post-show meetings where Ron would be like, can we get Harrison Ford? He's doing a press in New York. And so Earl would go to his empty ginger ale can. Let me see, Ron. Let me see if I can do that. Let me make a few calls. That was his big line, too. Let me make a few calls. Those few calls included the Imaginary Man, the Santa Claus, and the Loch Ness Monster, where his 3 calls he would call to see if he could get people like the likes of Harrison Ford. He'd go, let me make it, and then hit the empty ginger ale bottle. And I'd say, there's nothing in there. Well, Dave, come on. How come everything I do, you got to point it out? No, but there's nothing in the ginger ale can. And then I did used to do what was called pointing out the obvious, which is it evolved from the food, but I would just annoy him by, like, say if Earl was backstage before the Ron Fez show stapling stuff, I would just walk to him and be like, what are you doing? You stapling? You stapling stuff? Yeah, I'm stapling. What's it to you? I'm just wondering what you're doing there. You can see I'm stapling stuff. This tends to get annoying for people if you just keep following them around and just comment on exactly what they're doing. What are you having, a drink of water right now? What are you blowing your nose? What is that? Is that tissue? Is that tissue you're blowing your nose? These are some of the things that would lead Earl to then want to choke me. Yes, these are some of the things.